Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Second YouTube video in my YouTube experiment. It's been about 6 months since I have uploaded my first video, but now I'm back. So today I wanted to talk about slowing down and prioritizing yourself. My friend messaged me earlier and said it was National Relaxation Day, so today is the perfect opportunity to be talking about this. I feel like a lot of us are underestimating the fact that we are still in a global pandemic. It's been about a year and a half. Whether you have been affected indirectly or directly, we're still going through it collectively as humankind at this point in 2021. So I heard a couple of people talking about this on a podcast recently about how this is, it's a really traumatic time, whether we're feeling it or not. This is like a time in history and it's traumatic and it's difficult and it's changing a lot of people's lives. A lot of people have lost people, a lot of people are grieving. So whilst we're all kind of busy working and running around, I think we are underestimating how difficult this time still is and how looking after ourselves, prioritizing ourselves is so important, and it's more important than ever. So I prefer to use the term looking after ourselves as opposed to self-care. I feel like self-care has been tossed around so much on social media. When I think of self-care, I just think of pink or lilac Instagram posts with cartoons about how to look after yourself, which is great. It's really important. But self-care, I prefer looking after yourself. Looking after yourself is a verb. Looking after yourself is actually quite difficult, even as an adult, even if you're holding down a full-time job. Looking after yourself, showing up, cleaning, cooking, doing all the stuff, exercising, going to therapy if you need it, doing whatever else you want in life. Looking after yourself can sometimes look like paying the bills you don't want to pay, doing the administration you don't want to pay, you don't want to do, doing the decorating you don't want to do, XYZ. Looking after yourself can feel difficult and exhausting, and I think we are underestimating what I was listening to in the podcast. I think we're underestimating that simply surviving right now through this pandemic is enough. Like, your survival right now is enough. So you don't need to, compare yourself to other people or put pressure on yourself to move jobs or learn a language or lose weight or whatever you think you have to do. Surviving is enough right now. You don't need to be this impressive person right now. You don't. It's up to you. And I think a lot of us do need reminded that we need to slow down. I want to say, like, on a minute by minute basis, have to slow myself down, make sure I'm breathing slowly. I'm able to do that by just taking deep breaths. Sometimes I put my right hand on my heart and my left hand on my stomach, and I take 10 deep breaths, like in and out, and really just slow it down. I think a lot of us don't realize how much we are manically kind of running around. I went swimming this morning off the southwest coast of Glasgow. I love going swimming on the weekends. Swimming for me is like so good for like my mind, my body, because I spend so much time just working on a screen. So swimming is just so good. And I realized that I went there this morning and I was rushing. Like, I was marching along the beach, went in the water, I had a great time, hurried to get changed, marched off the beach, got in the car, chose something quickly to listen to, drove again, and was just, even on my most like relaxing of activities, I was marching around like agitated, like my body was agitated. And I think for a lot of people, that sense of, for me, it's anxiety, deeply rooted anxiety, of needing to do XYZ. And I think people who deal with anxiety potentially from past experiences don't realize how much that shows up in their body and how much tension we carry around and how we are unable to live in the moment. Sounds really cheesy, but like for me, I'm always looking to the past or looking to the future. Like, it's very challenging for me just to like enjoy the moment, particularly on a working cycle when you're constantly just like 5 days a week work, 2 days trying to rest. Yeah, so I think I personally need the reminder to slow down, protect my peace. That's another way you can slow down, is to really protect your peace, whatever that looks like for you, and to ensure that you are prioritizing yourself over the needs of other people. I realise I say that from a place of privilege. I don't have children. I don't need to prioritise any children. I'm in a great stage in life where I just need to focus on myself. And prioritising your peace, prioritising yourself, that can look like not replying to phone calls, not replying to messages if you don't want to, not using social media, switching off your screens. What else can prioritizing your peace look like? Really putting in boundaries around working hours. So again, this is a place of privilege. So I used to be in a role where we were just working all the time, non-stop. It was exhausting. But now I'm in a position where I don't have to work like that so much. So I can really prioritize my peace, prioritize myself, making sure that I'm really signing off on time every day, if not earlier, to make sure that I have the rest of my evening to myself. Because I think the world that we're living in, we're becoming more and more kind of synthesized with technology. Like, it's really becoming part of us. We're not robots. We don't have robotic brains, so we need to remember that we're human, and being human is beautiful and it's messy and it can be uncomfortable, but don't treat yourself like a robot. Don't run as fast as society tells you you should run. Don't listen to the news if it feels overwhelming. Don't watch TV if it feels exhausting, overwhelming, draining. I personally don't watch that much TV because I sit in front of a screen 8 hours a day. I do not want to finish my working day and then go and watch a screen for a couple of hours. Like, I really don't understand that. It feels really draining for me. So prioritize yourself. Make yourself feel good. What does that look like for you? Does that look like making food that makes you feel happy? Does that feel like moving your body and stepping away from drama on a screen, maybe? Does that mean surrounding yourself with people who motivate you and inspire you? Just make sure that you are protecting your peace and prioritizing yourself, constantly getting yourself to slow down. You're not in a rush. Rushing around everywhere is not going to help anyone. So look after yourself and see you next time. Bye.